Shawn Ray here for MuscularDevelopmentTV.com. I'm in front of the world-famous Gold's Gym with IFBB Pro, Big Danny Hester. Danny Hester, we're getting ready right now, 2.5 weeks before the first Classic Men's Physique Bodybuilding Championships, and you actually kind of came out of retirement for this division. Tell me a little bit about it.
I guess you can say that. I mean, I've always competed, you know, in and out. Just found a place where I fit in, you know, that I don't have to kill myself trying to get there, and I can still look good and represent, you know, my symmetries, which is my strong point. So.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, did you think in the economy of your bodybuilding days, prior to the invention of the Classic Physique, that you would wind up being a participant in the Olympia weekend? And now that you are, how does it feel?
Yeah, no, I never thought, you know, I was going to ever be in the Olympia. That's kind of crazy. I thought, well, if I really wanted to, I could do the men's physique, but to me it's just not complete enough. You know, it's not dynamic enough. There's no posing or anything. You don't really show the legs. So, you know, I mean, I thought about it, yeah. But I'd have to wait till all my boys, you know, kind of moved on so I wouldn't get too much heat for it.
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, the depth of the field and the bodybuilding side just got out of reach for guys like you. But now that you're going to be a participant in your first ever Olympia weekend experience, and you're carrying a torch for a lot of guys, I mean, how serious are you about going into this show and trying to make a difference?
The closer it gets, the more, you know, motivated I am and kind of excited. My body's really changing. You know, I try to keep as much size on this time as possible, just the fullness and everything. I know they're going to really look for conditioning. That's what I've seen online with all the other shows, you know. Hopefully they're going to give more to the symmetry, you know, than the size, but I know conditioning is going to be number one.
Is there anything about this contest going in that has you concerned? I mean, you know who you're going to be competing against in this lineup. Is there somebody in this lineup that you're looking for a comparison with or a call out with? Or is this something where, look, this is my art, I'm going to put it on display, let the chips fall where it may?
Yeah, I mean, there's a few people out there. I think overall, the complete package, if I'm at my best, I should fare really well. I mean, if they're looking for a classic physique, I think I'm the most complete package, as long as I come in condition.
How important is classic physique in the landscape of all the events that we have in our industry? How important is classic physique and its invention into this weekend?
How important it is?
Well, in terms of how important it is, we have physique, we have women's physique, we have bikini, we have men's open bodybuilding, we have the 212. The invention of classic physique debuting at the Mr. Olympia weekend, is this something that we're going to be talking about from years from now, or is this something that might go the way of the 8-track?
No, it's going to be around. It's bodybuilding, you know. Maybe they'll someday put a height limit on the open, you know. I mean, it doesn't have to be as extreme or as light, but it could be modified, because I think that's very important, because it's one of the only ways you can keep balance. You know, they tried to do something with the 202 and then they moved it to 212s, but you just got guys, you know, shorter than me weighing 225, 230 pounds off season. So it just defeated the purpose to a certain degree.
Well, going into this weekend and coming out of this weekend, what do you want people to remember about the classic physique, about you being in the Olympia? What would you like to hear, the feedback coming off of this 52nd anniversary of the Joe Weider Mr. Olympia weekend?
That I think that the beauty of the physique, the way it moves, you know, the conditioning and the balance, you know, a lot of people can obtain. The size, that's a lot harder. You know, that's the difficult part, is putting on that much size. But everything else, you can obtain it. You know, you can work on your balance, you can work on your symmetry, your posing, and your conditioning.
As we head in 2.5 weeks, I'm going to ask on behalf of all of your fans out there, can we get a sneak peek at what we got coming up in September? Danny Hester, ladies and gentlemen, in front of the world-famous Gold's Gym, in front of his fans that come from around the world to train at this place. He's still got some carving up to do, some depleting to do, some tanning to do. Hit a couple of shots there, Danny. Give these guys a sneak peek at what a true classic physique looks like. Danny Hester, a veteran of the bodybuilding stage, is now turning the page to throw his hat into the arena of classic men's physique at the first ever Joe Weider Classic Physique Olympia weekend, coming up Friday and Saturday, September the 16th and 17th, where someone's going to walk off with the title of Men's Classic Physique Mr. Olympia, and that man can very well be This guy standing right here in front of me, Danny Hester. Thank you for the preview. Look forward to seeing you guys all in Las Vegas. Stay tuned to www.musculardevelopment.com from all of our play-by-play video and still photography. For Danny Hester, I'm Shawn Ray, musculardevelopment.com.